This conference will now be recorded.
Hello students. So in chapter 3 Plan Kingdom, now we are answering previous year questions. So according to the syllabus, we need to learn different classifications of plants. Like they are classified into major groups like algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms. So here you can see we need to learn about some examples and major groups like algae and the features of that group, their economic importance, and with examples and some special cases. This is a way how you need to handle this chapter, and try to make a table. See this chapter easily you can study, because always you will get direct questions from this, especially which is like a comparison between two groups, like the feature which is seen in algae and which is not there in bryophyte, like that comparative questions also you may get from this chapter. So we have already uh, covered previous year questions, few questions from this chapter. So let us continue the remaining questions. We'll try now. Here, question number 63. In this you can see in ferns, meiosis occur when first option is spore germinates, gametes are formed, spores are formed, and 3D and archegonia are formed. In which stage in ferns meiosis is taking place? That's a question. So here we know that gametic meiosis that is found in animals, right? In sporic meiosis, this sporophyte that produces sporangia. Okay, so here meiosis occurs when they are producing haploid spores. Okay, so here answer is C. When spores are getting formed, that stage, what will happen? Meiosis is taking place. See, from sporangia, sporophyte or spore bearing body that produces sporangia, and there this meiosis is taking place. So where this meiosis is taking place? Inside sporangia, right? Inside sporangia, meiosis is taking place and producing haploid spores. If meiosis is taking place means, what do you mean by that? Meiosis is a reduction division, and after meiosis haploid spores will get formed. That forms haploid, or with n number of chromosomes or single set of chromosomes. Okay, then next question is dichotomous branching is found in option A fern, option B funaria, option C liverwort, and option D markantia. In which one you can see dichotomous branching? See here they are asking about dichotomous branching. So option in which one you can see? Option is D. In markantia you can see, isn't it? See, in mosses, branching is lateral, right? In mosses, branching is lateral, but that is extra axillary. So that kind of branching you can see in funaria. And Markantia, we know that it is a dorsiventral dichotomously branched thalloid liverwort. Which one? Markantia. So what are all other features you can learn? Markantia is dorsiventral, then it is dichotomously branched. So here, dichotomously branched, that is the question. So dorsiventral, dichotomously branched, it's a thalloid liverwort, right? Thalloid liverwort. Okay. And another option, here we said fern, funaria, and also the main, here you are learning one more extra point about funaria, right? So here the right option is Markantia. Then next question, the walking fern is so named because. Which is the walking fern? Walking fern is named so because. What is the right name of walking fern? Is Adiantum caudatum, right? Adiantum caudatum. That is walking fern. So why it is named as walking fern? Here, vegetative reproduction that occurs in ferns by fragmentation. So in ferns, vegetative reproduction that is by fragmentation. Okay, like fragmentation of rhizome. That small root-like structures are there, no? So that uh, rhizome and growth of adventitious buds. Okay, fragmentation, modified roots that are rhizomes, right? So fragmentation of that rhizome, then adventitious buds that is forming. Okay, rhizome is a type of root modification. Then the growth of adventitious buds. So in Adiantum caudatum, the adventitious buds that is present at the leaf tip. In Adiantum caudatum, this adventitious roots or adventitious buds that is, sorry, not adventitious root, adventitious bud that is present at the leaf tip. Adventitious buds at leaf tip. Okay, and that is called as walking fern because its ability to form a new fern whenever that leaf or that leaf tip is touching in contact or it is coming in contact with soil. See, this is the leaf tip, and when it is coming in contact with the soil, again from there you will get a new fern. Okay, or there it is producing a new plant. That's why it's like a walking, right? It's walking. That movement is like walking. That's why it is called as walking fern. So here, which is the right answer? B. It propagates vegetatively by its leaf tip. Okay. So here, walking fern is named so because, see, first option, you know that that is not at all the reason. It's dispersed through the agency of working animals. No. Then option C, it knows how to walk by itself. That and all simple. You can blindly remove those answers because it's nothing. That we cannot include it as an answer. Its spores are able to walk. That is also a nonsense. Like there is no sense in that option, right? So it propagates vegetatively by its leaf tip. That's the answer. Next is select the mismatch. which is not matched perfectly. Here, Cycus, Dioecious, Salvinia, Heterosporus, Equisetum, Homosporus, Pinus, Dioecious. So that is the options here they have given. So how can you find out the mismatch from this? Here, Pinus, Dioecious they have given. That is the mismatch. Okay. So here Pinus, that is monoecious plant which is having both male and female cones on the same plant. Pinus is monoecious. Monoecious, that is having male and female cone on same plant. Okay. Next question is select the correct statement. Gymnosperms are both homosporous and heterosporous. Option B, Salvinia, Ginkgo and Pinus all are gymnosperms. Option C, Sequoia is one of the tallest trees. Option D, the leaves of gymnosperms are not well adapted to extremes of climate. Okay, here in this, which is the correct statement? Here, the correct statement is sequoia. That is one of the tallest trees. That is the right answer. Next question comes here. In which of the following gametophyte is not independent free living? Options Markantia, Pteris, Pinus, and Funaria. Gametophyte is not independent free living. So here, Pinus, you can see option C, Pinus, in that is belonging to gymnosperms, right? Pinus, that is belonging to gymnosperms, right? In that, a male and female gametophyte, they do not have an independent free living existence. They remain within the sporangia, and that sporangia that are of two types, microsporangia and megasporangia, right? They don't have an independent free living. They are present inside the sporangia, that is they will be present in microsporangia and megasporangia. So male and female gametophyte does not have an independent free living existence in Pinus, right? Next question is, besides paddy field, cyanobacteria are also found inside vegetative part of uh, option A, Cycus, Equisetum, Xylotum, Pinus. See, here option A, Cycus, that is the right answer. And in Cycus, specialized roots which are called as coralloid roots, right? In Cycus, specialized roots are there which are called as coralloid roots. This we had already discussed. Coralloid roots, and these roots are associated with what? Nitrogen fixation. Right, nitrogen fixation. That means they are related or associated with the nitrogen fixing cyanobacteria. That may be either nostoc or anabina. Nitrogen fixing bacteria. This coralloid roots are associated with nitrogen fixing cyanobacteria. That may be anabina or nostoc. And these coralloid roots, they lie near the soil surface. And these are irregular and dichotomously branched. So root hair and root cap, they are absent in this kind of coralloid roots. Okay, root hair is also absent, root cap is also absent in these roots, right? So which is the right answer? Beside paddy field, cyanobacteria are also found inside the vegetative part of which one? Inside the vegetative part of cycus. They are in association and they are doing the nitrogen fixation. So that cyanobacteria may be Anabaena or nostoc. So coraloid roots, this cyanobacteria, they are associated with the coraloid roots, right? Next question. What is common in all the three, Funaria, Dryopteris and Ginkgo? First option is independent sporophyte. Second option is presence of archegonia. Option C, well developed vascular tissue. Option D, independent gametophyte. So what is common in Funaria, Dryopteris and Ginkgo? Funaria, we know that that is a bryophyte, right? What about Dryopteris? Dryopteris, that is pteridophyte. And Ginkgo, that is gymnosperm, right? So is there any common feature among all these three? Yes, here you got one option, presence of archegonia. So here, female sex organ archegonium is formed in bryophytes, pteridophytes and gymnosperms, right? So presence of archegonia, that is common in all these three, Funaria, Dryopteris and Ginkgo. Okay, next question. Cycas and adiantum resemble each other in having. See, cycas is coming under gymnosperm, and adiantum, that is a pteridophyte, right? So both this, they're having option A, seeds, motile sperm, option C, cambium, option D, vessels. So what is the common among this? See, cycas and adiantum. Cycas is a gymnosperm, adiantum is a pteridophyte. Adiantum, we know that it is called as walking fern, right? And it is also known as maiden hair fern. So that resembles each other in having motile sperms. Adiantum and cycas, both are having motile sperms. Then seeds, cambium, then these are common in gymnosperms and that are absent in which one? Pteridophytes. Okay, in gymnosperms, seeds and cambium, that is seen, but that are absent in pteridophyte. The seeds are starting from which one? Gymnosperm and angiosperm. In gymnosperm, naked seeds are there. In angiosperm, covered seeds are there, right? So that true vessels, another point, true vessels, that is absent in pteridophyte and gymnosperms. But here, among these, which is the common one? Motile sperms. Seeds you can see only in gymnosperm, right? It's not present in pteridophytes. Then cambium. Cambium, that is also present in gymnosperm, that is absent in pteridophytes. Then vessels, xylem vessels, that is absent in both pteridophyte and gymnosperms. Okay, so here which one is the right answer? Motile sperms. Next question. Double fertilization is exhibited by first option algae, second option fungi, third option angiosperms, and fourth option gymnosperms. Double fertilization, that is a unique feature which is exhibited by angiosperms. Okay, so why that we are saying double fertilization? It is having both syngamy and triple fusion. Okay, so double fertilization is a unique feature of angiosperms. Next question is, um, male gametophyte in angiosperms produces. Male gametophyte in angiosperm produces option A, single sperm and vegetative cell, single sperm and two vegetative cell, three sperms, two sperms and a vegetative cell. Which is the right answer in this one? See, two sperms and vegetative cells are produced by male gametophyte in angiosperms. Okay, two sperms and a vegetative cell. Right, while learning about fertilization, on stigmatic surface, that pollen grain will germinate and two male gametes, with two male gametes it is germinating, and inside the pollen tube what you can see, two male gametes will be there. So like that we have learned while learning about angiosperms. Two sperms and vegetative cell are produced by male gametophyte in angiosperms. Right. Next question is, in angiosperms, microsporogenesis and megasporogenesis, option A, form gametes without further division, or B, involve meiosis. Option C, occur in ovule. Option D, occur in anther. Microsporogenesis and megasporogenesis that occurs or that involves meiosis, that form gametes without further divisions, or that occur in ovule, that occur in anther. Which is the right answer? Option B. That is the right one. See, in meiosis, the number of chromosomes are reduced by half, right? And they will produce haploid daughter cells. So the microspore mother cell and the megaspore mother cell, microspore mother cell and megaspore mother cell, that will undergo meiosis to produce haploid microspore and haploid megaspore. So as a result of this meiosis, haploid microspore or megaspore, both are getting produced by microsporogenesis and megasporogenesis, which involves meiosis. Both will be in haploid condition. Okay. Next question. In angiosperms, functional megaspore develops into functional megaspore that develops into what? That develops into embryo sac. That is the right answer. So during this megagametogenesis, functional megaspore that will give rise to embryo sac. Functional megaspore will give rise to embryo sac. Okay, so embryo sac, it will form embryo sac. So this is mature female gametophyte generation. Female gametophyte formation, and that is a formation of a mature female gametophyte generation. Okay. Next is, compared with gametophytes of bryophytes, the gametophyte of vascular plant are option A, smaller but never but have larger sex organs, larger but have smaller sex organs, larger and have larger sex organs, smaller and have smaller sex organs. Which is correct? See here, the gametophyte of bryophytes are smaller, but they have large sex organs. So which option is correct? Option A. They are smaller gametophyte of bryophyte compared to the gametophyte of bryophyte. Gametophyte of vascular plants have smaller. They are smaller, but they have larger sex organs. Clear? Next question is, male and female gametophytes are independent and free living in option A, mustard, castor, pinus, sphagnum. In which one? Male and female gametophytes are independent and free living in option D, sphagnum. Right. See, sphagnum, that is a bryophyte. Right. Sphagnum is a bryophyte. So in bryophyte, you know that in that male and female gametophytes are independent and they are free living. In bryophytes, male and female gametophytes, they are independent and they are free living. And here in the case of pinus, that means that is a gymnosperm, mustard and castor. All these are angiosperms. So the main plant body is sporophytic and gametophyte is highly reduced and it is completely depending upon sporophyte. Okay. Next question is, which one of the following has haplontic life cycle? Haplontic life cycle. So here, Polytrichum, Nustilago, wheat, funaria. In this, which one is having haplontic life cycle? Nustilago, that is having haplontic life cycle. So that is a primitive type of life cycle. Which one? Haplontic life cycle, right? And the other pattern of life cycle that is originated from this primitive type of life cycle. Okay. Next is, which one pair of example will correctly represent the grouping spermatophyta according to one of the scheme of classifying plants? See, spermatophytes, they are the seed plants and they are the plants which are bearing seeds which is containing a dormant embryo, right? That includes gymnosperms and angiosperms. So spermatophyta means they are seed plants. Seed plants means gymnosperms and angiosperms. Both are seed plants, right? But in gymnosperms, they have naked seed and in angiosperms, they have covered seed, right? So they are the plants which are bearing seed which is containing a dormant embryo. That includes gymnosperm and angiosperms. So ginkgo, which is belonging to group of gymnosperm, and pisum, which is belonging to the group of angiosperm. Okay, so here answer is A. Next question is, which of the following plants produce seeds but not flowers? Which one will produce? Just maize, mint, people, pinus. Which is the right answer? You know that maize, mint, and people, all these are flowering plants, and after flowering, it will form fruit, right? In the sense, people, tree, and all, you know that they are flowering plants, and they are coming as or they are coming under angiosperms. But here, what about pinus? It's very clear answer. Pinus, that is a gymnosperm in which seeds are getting produced, but there is no flower. Flowers are not produced or seeds are not enclosed in flowers. Seeds are not enclosed in flowers. In which one? In pinus. So here, option D, pinus, that is the right answer. Next question is, which of the following is without exception in angiosperms? Presence of vessels, double fertilization, secondary growth, autotrophic nutrition. Okay, here option B. Here, vesselless angiosperms. They are there. Like for example, Vintera trichodendron. That is the vesselless angiosperm. So presence of vessel in that exceptional cases are there, right? And secondary growth, that is absent in some angiosperms. So this is also, in this also exceptional cases are there. And angiospermic plants, they are autotrophic in nutrition, but here some heterotrophic nutrition plants are also there in angiosperms. So there also exceptional cases are there. Okay, and here double fertilization, in that there is no exception, and that is a unique feature, we can say unique feature of which one, angiosperms. So there is no exception in that. Okay, and here some angiosperms, we said they are heterotrophic in nutrition, and four special mode of nutrition, and their examples are there, like saprophytic nutrition is there, symbiotic nutrition is there, parasitic nutrition is there, insectivorous plants are also there. Okay, insectivorous plants, in that nutritional mode we can say nepenthes, that is an insectivorous plant, and parasitic cascata, that is a parasitic plant, and symbiotic association, that is mycorrhiza between fungus and roots of higher plants, that is a symbiotic association. Then saprophytic is there, that is monotropa, that is example for saprophytic. Okay, so which is the right answer here? Double fertilization, for that no exceptional case. So there is no exception in angiosperms for this feature, double fertilization. Clear? Next, the largest ovule, largest male and female gametes, and the largest plants are found among angiosperm, option B, tree ferns and some monocots, option C, gymnosperms, option D, dicotyledonous plants. In this, option C, gymnosperm, that's the right answer. See, egg of cycas is coming under gymnosperms, right? And the nucleus, egg of cycas and its nucleus, they are the largest in the plant kingdom. Okay, then the sperm of cycas, that is also largest in the plant kingdom. In this, cycas plant is coming, so the egg of cycas and the nucleus, then the sperm of cycas, that is also largest in the plant kingdom. Next question is, largest sperms in the plant world are found in Pinus, Banyan, Cycas, Tuja. So just now we said the sperm of Cycas, that is the largest in the plant kingdom, and that reaches the size of 300 micrometer. 300 micrometer. And egg of Cycas and its nucleus, that is also the largest in the plant kingdom. Okay. Next is, seed habit first originated in, option A, certain ferns, certain pines, certain monocots, option D, primitive dicots. So here, seed habit originated in cycadophiles or pteridosperms. So first one, certain ferns, we can say in that seed habit originated in cycadophiles. Okay. Next is, sunken stomata is the characteristic feature of hydrophytes, mesophytes, xerophytes, and halophytes. Or which one is the right option here? See, sunken stomata, that is the characteristic feature of xerophytes. Okay, so option C is the right answer. Here, xerophytes, they have sunken stomata, and why they have sunken stomata? That will help in reducing the loss of water from the leaf surface. If stomata is sunken, that will reduce the water loss from the leaf surface. So this type of stomata, that is found in the xerophytes. Clear? Next question, Pinus differs from mango in having, first, tree habit, B, green leaves, C, ovules not enclosed in ovary, option D, wood. Okay, here Ovules not enclosed in ovary. That's the right answer. Pinus and mango. Mango is coming under angiosperm and pinus is a gymnosperm. So ovules not enclosed in ovary. That is the right answer. Next question is, turpentine is obtained from option A, angiospermous wood, option B, pteridophytes, option C, gymnospermous wood, option D, ferns. Turpentine is extracted from the wood of, that is obtained from the wood, or we can say xylem of pinus. Okay, pinus is a gymnosperm. Okay, so that is obtained from the xylem or the gymnospermous wood, we can say. Option C is the right answer. Next question comes like, which one has the largest gametophyte? Option A, cycas, option B, angiosperm, option C, selaginella, option D, moss. Which is the right answer in this? See, um, as we move from the thallophyta, we can say, sorry, thallophyta, then bryophyta, then comes the pteridophyta, then gymnosperms, and the final advanced, most advanced ones are the angiosperms, right? So this shows the evolved features or advanced characters when we are moving from thallophyta, bryophyta, pteridophyta, gymnosperms, and finally when we are reaching angiosperms, we can see advanced features, right? So there is a reduction in the gametophyte and elaboration of sporophyte, right? So moss has largest gametophyte. Moss. Moss is having largest gametophyte. Okay. Moss, then selaginella, then cycas, then finally to angiosperms. When we are reaching, there is a reduction in gametophyte and there is a elaboration of sporophyte that we can see. Clear? So now we have gone through almost all the groups of plants, right? We have explained it very clearly and all the examples, almost all the examples I have covered, and we have gone through many questions, right? So from this you can make out, it's very clear that all questions are direct, and some little more points you need to get when we are preparing for NEET exam. Definitely you have to read little more compared to the normal textbook. If you are reading from the normal textbook, you need to collect little more extra points which we are explaining in the class. So here there's nothing to worry about this chapter. You have to read well many times and you have to keep everything in your memory, all these names or group features of each group of plants and the examples, exceptions, all those things. Okay, so from this you will get all direct questions, and we have covered almost all important previous year questions. So now go through this chapter and read very clearly, make short notes about this one, and note down the examples and special features or exceptional features in each group, and go through previous year questions. If you are answering 100 questions from each chapter, you can score well. Okay, so in the next class we'll be starting the next chapter. We'll cover all the important points and previous year questions also. Thank you.